I have a couple of practical issues to highlight. We have no fire drill planned tonight, so if there is a fire alarm, please make your way out of the building in a calm and orderly fashion as guided by staff. People with mobility issues should gather in the foyer on the left-hand side as you leave the chamber, near to the balustrade where assistance will be provided. Toilets are at the far end of the corridors, either side of the chamber, ladies to the left as you leave and gents to the right. May I ask that if you need to leave and return to the council chamber during the meeting, you ensure that the doors do not slam after you. This meeting is being live streamed on the council's YouTube. Apologies have been received from councillors Kane, Catt, Davis, Driver, Francis, Hockner, Lubbock, Price, Prinsley, Schmierer and Worley. Do any members have any declarations of interest to make on any items on the agenda? I call upon Councillor Kendrick to move item 3.
Thank you very much, Lady Mayor. Can I thank all members for turning up this evening, because it's important that we had at least 20 members here. Now, as you will recall, just a couple of months ago, we had a meeting in which we discussed the question of whether we would submit a private bill to the House of Commons, which we have now done. We have received the necessary paperwork that has been received, but under the 1972 Local Government Act, we are required to hold a second confirmatory vote, which you are doing today. I know it's rather arcane, but that is the legal situation. I will very briefly just go over the reasons which we, why we are doing this, because I think it was largely debated at the last meeting. But obviously, the present site is inadequate. The buildings there are really not fit for purpose and would have to be replaced within a few years. Anyway, but we are always constrained by the fact that the law, this goes back a long way, requires there to be a livestock market within the boundaries of Norwich. And what we are doing with this private bill is to ask that that be modified slightly so that we can look towards a site on a number of, just outside of the city boundaries. So I think at the end of the day, I hope we will just all of us do as we did a couple of months ago and reconfirm this meeting, because at the end, reconfirm this decision, because it's in the interest of the residents of Lakenham. I think it's in the interest of the wider farming community, and of course it's also, I think, a good for animal welfare as well, because obviously its more modern constructions will be much more conducive to the, quite rightly, the fact that we demand rather higher standards of animal welfare than perhaps we did in the 1960s. So I hope you will all join with me in voting in favour of this resolution.
I call upon Councillor Hampton.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Formally seconded.
I will now invite group spokespersons. Councillor Wright.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I actually have nothing to say, nothing to add on October 15th, but I will reserve my right to speak in case the debate gets heated.
Councillor Oliver.
Nothing to add, Chair, thank you.
Does any other councillor wish to speak? Councillor Galvin.
It's very kind of you to want to hear us, but we'd already said we don't want to speak on it. Thank you.
Would the person who has the right, reserve the right to speak, like to speak? No? No. Councillor Kendrick, would you like to respond?
I would do, but only in the sense that I'm very glad that we've all turned up here tonight and that we can agree to this resolution. Thank you.
We'll now move to the vote. All those in favour? That is unanimous. I confirm the item has been carried. That is the end of the meeting. Please join us for refreshments and have a lovely festive season, and peace be with you all. Thank you.
Please be upstanding for the Lord Mayor of Norwich.